William Shakespeare, the playwright of the world. So, who was William Shakespeare? A household name across the world, the bard wrote about a lot of different subjects. He created stories for the stage. If he was alive today, he would likely be part screenwriter and spoken word poet. But why is he considered the most famous writer in history? Born in 1564, Shakespeare started his career as an actor and playwright with the Lord Chamberlain's men. These actors worked in London and went on tour throughout Britain until they built the famous Globe Theatre. In those days, only males could appear on stage. Young female roles were played by boys. Older roles, like the nurse in Romeo and Juliet, were played by men. But coming to see cross-dressing males wasn't the reason why Shakespeare's plays, like Macbeth or Hamlet, were very popular. The bard's key to success was being able to appeal to diverse groups of people. His dramatic stories for the stage contain multiple interlocking plot twists and confusions. In fact, something for everyone. At first, his works reinterpreted history through stories with both tragic and comic dimensions. Plays like King Lear, Othello, Hamlet, and Romeo and Juliet are some of his most enduring works. It wasn't just the common person who enjoyed going to the Globe Theatre. Shakespeare wrote many of his plays with the monarch in mind to get commissions and gain popularity. Set in Scotland, Macbeth was written to curry favour with James I, who succeeded to the throne after Queen Elizabeth. James, also the King of Scotland, was deeply interested in all things weird and supernatural. This explains why the three witches, known as the Weird Sisters, are central to the storyline. It should be noted that although Shakespeare based many of his plays on historical characters, they are still works of fiction. His real purpose is to explore human nature at its best and worst moments. He had an estimated vocabulary of 17,000 words, 4 times the average educated person of the time. The bard introduced 1,700 new words to the English language and invented many phrases and sayings we still use today. For instance, the be-all and end-all, my own flesh and blood, and what's done is done are just a few expressions that first appeared in the 37 plays, 154 sonnets, and narrative poems. Shakespeare died in 1616 at the age of 52. Translated into more than 100 languages, his plays still amaze audiences. Shakespeare's dramatic stories have also found their way into many of today's movies, books, and even music. Fortunately, nowadays, women can also play female Shakespearean characters. And so, from London's Globe Theatre by the River Thames over 400 years ago, William Shakespeare's plays have spread across the globe and are still loved by millions.